and welcome to Mickey Art. My name is Michelle Edhouse and today we are pouring a wooden bracelet. Ta-da! Now this is a, it was just bought from a coin save dollar store type place in their craft department. And what I've got it sitting on is a plastic cup with the bottom cut off, little ridges in the sides, and some of my stir sticks through those ridges. So we've only got 4 points of contact. How does it get any better than that? So hopefully that will create a thing that allows the paint to drip off and be super easy to pour on. How does it get any better than that? So as you know, I have been using these styling paints from Decor Art, and I was looking at them asking, what am I going to do with you? I've still got paint left. What am I going to do with you? Blah blah blah. And what I realized was one of the things that is on the box that it can paint on is wood. So this is what it is. And Decor Art sent this to me. So I am going to pour on wood on this wooden bracelet. I've done a wooden bracelet before with my normal paints, and I am using Floetrol, not the acrylic pouring medium that Decor Art sent me because I've run out of that. They sent me more paint than medium. How's it get any better than that? So what colours am I going to use today? I'm going to use black. I'm going to use red, blue, and white. Now, what I've done is I've just mixed these with straight Floetrol. There's no water involved, just Floetrol, and they're quite thick indeed. But that's okay. I'm a bit thick at times too. And white. Did I say white? So, ooh, dearie me. What am I going to do? I don't know. I really don't. I'm just going to pour some paint, just little layers of paint into this pot. Not much black, just a little. And that's probably all the white I'm going to put in there. Uh-oh, white and red. You know me, I hate white and red. They make pink. I'm not a pink girl. I lied about the black, but that's okay. How's it get any better than that? So I'm gonna see what magic we can create. I don't think there's any silicone in any of this, so that's okay. Maybe I should have put this on a spinner. Just keep pouring. Just keep pouring. Now, kind of looks funky on the sides. I like the sides. There's not enough paint on the inside though. So let's find our palette knife and just pick up some of the runoff. And pour that down the inside. And do. There we go. So that's the inside covered and the outside covered. And what's that? What is that? It's required to leave. There we go. Oh, I like it. I do hope it looks like that when it's dry. Now, I could have, I should have put it on a tile, at least then I'd be able to turn the tile. What's right about this? If I turn it, I'm going to disturb what's on the ground. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to move it. Maybe. Maybe not. Those of you that have seen me drop things in the past are all holding your breath. I know you are. Now I'm going to turn it and show it to you on the side camera. It's funky. I like it. Let's clean my fingers. And then I can do a little dance. Make a little love. Get down tonight. Come on, focus in. That's it. There we go. Now, I'm gonna see by using the drip off whether we have any silicone. Oh, we've got bubbles, that's for sure. Any silicone cells gonna come up out of that? No. Alright. So just gonna pop any cells, any air bubbles. It's the one. There's going to be air bubbles in something like this. It's wood. But it said on the packet that it can paint on wood. So let's see it paint on wood. I wonder. I haven't even got this on butcher paper, which means the paint is dissolving the paper that's underneath it and not allowing me to turn it with ease. I was not thinking when I created this, was I? There we go. It's turning. It's funky. I like it. And if this dries the same way all the other paintings that I have done with this paint dry, it will dry matte, which I'm not going to be excited about, so I will have to varnish it, but that's okay. We're good with varnish. I do want to stop this dripping though. Drip, drip, drip. Don't want drips. One of the things I've found is if you can get the bulk of where a drip is off, it tends to stop dripping. It's like there's a viscosity that gets broken. Alright, there we go. I like it. I do like it. I'm looking forward to wearing this. Yep. No silicone. Yay! Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to leave that there and go back to the top camera and see what is possible here. I'm actually not overly fussed with what's dripped off here, to be honest. It's not looking my kind of thing. So let's wipe this off. And zoom out so you can see what I'm doing. Now, if there was silicone in here, we'd get some cool as cells out of that, but there's no silicone. See, look, just air bubbles. So I think I'm going to leave it, not make any pendants out of this, and just stick to the bracelet. So I'm going to let it dry and see what it shows up like. Looking forward to sharing that with you. See you in 3, 2, 1. Alright, we're back and it's the next day and I am going to have a look. Well, yeah, the sticks worked in that most of it drained off, but they did stick, which doesn't take much to pop that off because it's only 24-hour old paint. So that's that sorted. And let's have a look at it. It's funky. I like it. As I said at the time of pouring, no cells because no silicone, but it has definitely stuck to the paint, stuck to the wood. It's got a fun and interesting finish. One thing it has done, and I had this happen on the last one as well, although this felt really smooth when I was preparing it, what's happened on the inside is when wood grain gets damp, it swells up and sometimes it separates if it's already got some roughness going on. That roughness can reassert itself even more prominently, and that is, if I can get this to focus for me, come on, focus. Alright, let's do it this way. That is what's happened. I've got some roughness shown up around the edges there. One way of avoiding that is to pre-seal and then sand the pre-seal back to give you a nice smooth surface, and that will bring up any of the roughness that is in the wood and allow it to be sanded away before you put your beautiful pretty paint on there. This is all on the inside, so I am just going to give it a bit of a touch up, bit of a sand before sealing it, and if that sand requires, I'm only just going to use really fine sandpaper. This is 600 grit, okay, so it's just, see, I've got some paint come off on there. But that has smoothed that edge out quite nicely. And just give where the sticks were a little bit of a rub too. And then on the other plate as well. And so now I have a much smoother edge, much more comfortable to wear on the wrist. And as I said before it dried, this paint does seem to dry quite matte. That gets added, the matteness gets added to when it's a slightly rough surface. And then once this is dried, all I need to do is put a nice couple of layers of the polycryl Minwax varnish on, and it will look amazing. Another idea that I had with regards to a way to avoid having the edges of sitting on something, I had a thought that you could probably put our little thumbtacks into there in a few places, and then sit it over something that's smaller, so that those thumbtacks, the points are inside, not on the edge, and then those thumbtacks can sit on the edge of something. Maybe it would have worked quite nicely on one of these cans, or this plastic container, look, like that, and that would have worked as well. But I really like this, and once it's got a shiny finish on it, I think it'll look fabulous. So I will let this paint set and sear, be happy before I try and varnish it. I'll give it a good few days. Since there's no silicone in there, I don't need to clean it in any way to get the silicone off, because there isn't any silicone. And yeah, pretty bangle. How cool is that? I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Alright, so thank you for joining me on this video. It's been lots of fun. I like fun. And if you like fun, and if you like acrylic pouring, come join us on Acrylic Pouring for Fun Facebook group. And how much fun can you have in your life and living? I adore you. Bye.